Mike and Eli Take on. You know, I've talked about medical issues in the past. Episode 4? Yeah, I think
Is this about diabetes testing supplies?
Thank you for saying diabetes.
Diabetes.
No. It's another one of Eli's medical anomaly stories. It's not a medical anomaly this time, but honestly, I had... did you have chickenpox when you were a kid?
I had them very mildly.
Good God. So did I had them very mildly as well.
Oh, well then why do you complain? It was great. I got off of school for like 2 weeks and like I really had nothing wrong with me except for like red marks on me.
How many did you have?
Enough to identify.
I had 3.
Yeah, I did not. I had more than 3, but
okay.
I did not have many.
See, you're lucky you have more than 3. You know they vaccinate for that nowadays. Like kids nowadays aren't even going to know the pleasure of getting that. So here's the deal. I had 3, which according to the powers that be, that's not enough.
You can get it again though.
To make you immune to it.
Yeah.
So when I was 19, I had the pleasure of watching my friend's boy who had chickenpox. I'm like, that's no big deal. I had them when I was a kid. It's fine. No, it's not fine. It is. I've had these weird issues medically where like I just want to die when I have them.
Okay.
like the bacterial infection in the testicle I talked about.
Yeah.
This was worse.
This was worse.
This was worse.
Okay.
They always say when you have chickenpox when you're older, it's infinitely worse.
I heard that.
So infinitely worse. So let me diagram where I had chickenpox on this doll that you had.
No, hold on. Use the Power Ranger.
Okay, all right.
Power Ranger.
I'm going to show the power. Can people see this?
Yeah.
Where the chickenpox touched me. So, right here, here's the head. So let's go. That's where the hair would be.
Yeah, wait.
So I had chickenpox all up in there.
Eli.
All up in that hair.
Are you sure this wasn't stigmata? Because it might have been.
I had chickenpox in my hair.
Okay, and then right here on the wrist.
On the wrist.
You seriously did? It was stigmata.
I had everywhere. Okay.
Okay, everywhere.
So like, there's the knees, there's the legs, there's the feet, on the feet, under the feet, on the bottom of the feet, on the pads of your feet, in the webbing of your fingers, in your ears.
You have webbed fingers?
Sure.
Okay.
And now we get to the gross stuff. When you have chickenpox, when you're that old, it's in every orifice. And I'm not going to be touching the doll to tell you what
that's why the doll is here.
All right, so there's his visor. Under that visor are his eyes. So under the eyelids.
Okay.
Inside the lip. Inside the nose.
Okay. Well, I think we know where this is going. You may as well just point it out.
Inside orifices.
Okay, so the screw on your back, it's going to be there, and in your plastic underwear.
Yes.
Inside all of those orifices.
Yeah. So every orifice, everywhere. I mean, and it was just it wasn't quite like if you've ever seen those old pictures of like measles really bad. It wasn't quite like that, but literally it was like every like inch or so. It was just everywhere.
That sounds.
It was. Literally, like I've never been so bedridden where I couldn't move because it was just agony.
What was it like to blink?
Oh God, it was literally like your eyes watering almost the whole time.
It's weird that I've never heard this story before from you.
Have you seriously
I
not?
don't think you've ever told me this story.
Oh my God! Oh, it was absolutely miserable. So what I want to know from anyone who watches this, has this happened to you? Do you know anyone this happened to at like an age like this? I gave it to my brother too. My brother, I got the chickenpox when I was a kid from him. Apparently he got it really mild too. And he got it honestly just as bad as I did. And he's like 2 years older than me. So it was like 2 leper victims walking around our house or laying in bed.
Yeah.
It was absolutely miserable, and that was the first time in my life I've ever taken what the heck is that stuff? Calamine lotion bath?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well,
So anyways, I want to know.
Worth it though?
Do you guys know anyone this happened to, or has this happened to you? I mean, did you have similar experiences, or if you've heard anything like this? Because it was terrible. I wouldn't wish it on anyone I hate. I mean, just that absolutely bad.
I don't know.
It sounds like you've had like pretty well off medically.
Yeah, I mean, I've been pretty healthy. I don't get chickenpox, but my entire life I get canker sores and ingrown hairs, and I grow hair where no one should grow hair. Everywhere on my body, yes, it grows there. Just know that. I'm sort of like a wolf man. And I don't have, like, on my arms I have pretty fine hair, but the rest of my body I have angry, coarse hair, and it doesn't get along with my skin, and it's just like, my skin's like, hey, can you stay under there for a little while? And the hair's like, no, and it just keeps growing into like a big ball of pus. And so, yeah, I get those everywhere.
I remember you did have that weird.
Oh yeah, I had
that weird growth. I think it was your
like,
unborn twin that was trying to come out.
Yeah,
of your
I had
neck.
one right here that wouldn't go away, and it just kept like I had an infinite amount of pus. Like I could get up every morning, squeeze it out, and drain it, and then like in like 2 hours, it would have more back in it. And then when I had to go to the doctor to get it like cut out, and then he opened it up, and it's just a big ball of hair, just like a huge ball.
That's
of hair.
creepy.
There's times where like
That's
I
really kind of creepy.
tried to pop it, and then it just like sprayed like little tiny pieces of hair, like
seriously.
Mm-hmm. Yep, just like a whole clump of hairs. Just
to put it into context, and you guys don't know what we're about to explain. I think that's where this went. I think it just migrated down there and it just got stuck and it started growing.
You know what? That's because I know it.
So what you guys don't know what I'm trying to explain is there was a time period.
There was a time period
where
here to here,
there to there,
I was
gone.
I was missing about 1/2 of an eyebrow, but I still had some on the outside here.
What's about a year that it lasted?
It lasted about 9 or 10 months.
It was weird.
It was weird, and people would look at me and they'd be like, "Something is." Well, half the people would look at me and like, "Something's wrong with this man." And then the other half of the people would be like, "Where'd your eyebrow go?" Yeah. And I'm like, "I don't know." And then they're like, "Well, if you're missing that much, why don't you just shave them both off? It wouldn't look quite as awkward." And then I'd be like, "Well, I'm hoping it'll grow back." And that was like 6 weeks into it, and then it was 3 months into it.
It was great. So by the time it finally started growing back, anytime anyone would ever look and be like, he would just
hey, it's good. Hey, yeah, and they're like, "Hey, is it coming back?" He's like.
But it did come back right before your wedding, though, didn't it?
Isn't
that amazing? It's amazing.
It is. It is. I had to go to a dermatologist and pay them more money than they deserve to be like, yeah, put some Rogaine on it, and that was it.
Why didn't you try that to begin with?
Because I'm like, well, it's always grown there. It should come back. It was alopecia, is what it was.
Yeah.
Apparently, some people get it bad enough that like their entire body can't grow hair, which to someone like me sounds very appealing. I would be happy losing my eyebrows if it meant that the rest of that jungle was gone.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, thanks for taking on with us, and I don't even know where we started with this, but
you got to hear a couple more medical anomaly things about us. So there you go.
So we'll see you guys later. Make sure you comment, post, and like. Bye.